everyone, and welcome to this special edition of the Drifter Challenge with Just 2G. As I mentioned last time, I am going to tell you about Jonah and Nova's journey with this alien pregnancy and why they might be having problems. So, at the end of the last episode, I passively mentioned that Jonah was a musician and he wrote several songs, and they're on the radio. Everybody knows them. So at one point, Jonah was nominated for a Starlight Accolade Award. So him and the family got all gussied up and headed out to Del Sol Valley to Studio BPD or whatever it's called, and got on the red carpet, and they was dripping, man. They was dripping. So this was my first time ever actually playing with someone who got an award, so I didn't know what to expect, and I was very surprised that it was like the Oscars with all these categories. And anyway, so I thought it was over and Jonah didn't win. But at the very last minute, like within the last 20 minutes of the event, they called his name and he got up and he accepted his award. I was so happy. But then he got home and everyone else headed into the house. And he got abducted by aliens from outer space. Ugh. On one of the most special nights of his life. Anyway, so he came back. He was fine. He went to bed, but in the morning, he sat down to have breakfast and he had quote, cramps. You guys should have seen me. I was dying. Because pregnancies by aliens are so rare, and I just never experienced it before. But anyway, so I was kind of excited. I mean, true, I didn't want to have to go through the baby phase again, especially when Dreama was almost a young adult and out the house. I was like, I don't want to go through this, but this is going to be so cool. So, Jonah is a man, he's very strong and macho. And so, he kept having these stomach cramps and thought maybe he just had some bad food or something and he would get over it and everything will be fine. But, he started having a little beer belly. And if you can't tell, he is very fit. Him and Nova are active. That's one of the things they bonded over was fitness. So, he's walking around the house with his beer belly and Nova's like, baby, all right? You look a little bloated. And of course he's like, yeah, I'm all right. And then, just to kind of, to confirm what my imagination is making this out to be, he got a moodlet that said, weird weight gain from funky metabolism. Jonah has put on quite a few pounds. Surely it's just a phase. Yeah. Some people on Facebook said it was the cake. So, Jonah is trying to live life like normal, but this cake belly just is not going anywhere, and he keeps working out, and he keeps working out, and he keeps working out, but this little belly is just not going away, and he is just confused and totally in denial about what's going on. Then he got another moodlet that said, abnormal changes to body from unknown terrifying reasons. Something is definitely not right. Jonah's changing body has left him quite suspicious. I mean, look at him. He's huge. And, you know, Dreama, being a typical spoiled brat teenager, she's like, Daddy, ugh, you're such a pig. So, okay. I'm actually looking at my Facebook feed so I can remember what I'm supposed to say. He won the lottery and then he gave birth. he gave birth to an alien baby and won $1 million all in the same night. I mean, if life can't get any crazier, oh my goodness. So the moodlet for being in labor says imminent close encounter from unidentified life form growing within. Whatever it is, it's about to come out. So basically, he was in denial the entire pregnancy until he woke up with some cramps. He woke up with some cramps and Nova was like, we got to go to the hospital. And that's when he knew he was pregnant and was having a baby. So they have the baby and Nova was not that happy about it, which I completely understand. I mean, would you be happy about your man having a baby? I mean, first of all, men can't have babies. Period. But you know, in The Sims, they can if you set up your game to do that way. My game is not set up that way, but even if it was, I don't think Nova will be happy about a man having a baby with another woman. So, because they had 2 children already and their parenting skills were like maxed out, I didn't go through the baby phase with him. I just immediately aged him up to be a toddler. And so, but I did spend one baby day with him. And so Jonah brought him home, him as in Kale, the baby. He's green. That's why I named him Kale. Jonah got home from the hospital and he is so excited about having a son. I mean, true, he already had a son, but you know, like this is his son, you know, that came from his own body. And he's like pumped. So he came home from the hospital with this green baby and he is gung-ho. I mean, he's feeding him, he's changing his diaper and, you know, he got him to sleep and he thinks that's something to be proud of. And Nova's like, you do realize this is not your first child, right? It's like, you have changed the diaper and gotten the baby asleep before. Like, really? Do you want a medal? She was just not happy. She's not happy. So eventually, though, she did kind of come around because, you know, Nova's not heartless. She's not a mean sim. And, you know, she loves her husband and this kid is in their lives now. So she figured she might as well come around. So that's what she did. But he's a child now. So I imagine if they're having problems, Kale must be up to no good or, you know, he is like acting up because, you know, she's not his mother. I don't know what's going on over there because, you know, I haven't played that house in forever, but that is the reason why Jonah and Nova are having problems right now. I hope you have enjoyed this little narrative and it gave you some clarity on the situation. I will see you guys in the next regular episode. Bye.